Hello and welcome to Social Media Weekly, 1st August 2019. Social Media Weekly is brought to you by Virtual Peddlers Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses go digital. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
We are back after 2 weeks of hiatus. I've been away in New Zealand for 2 weeks.
And I'm at Tioman,
under the sea. I was up in the mountains and you are under the sea.
Yes, nature is good.
Yeah, it has been a good 2 weeks for us, and now we're back just to try to cram everything up within the 2 weeks and within the 3 weeks, actually, 2.5 weeks of content, almost 3 weeks of content before we start the fresh week next week. So this week has surprisingly a lot of content on Snapchat.
Oh, okay, all right.
On these few weeks, which is good news in a way. So here are the headlines. First one is Snapchat works with stars to create originals. Facebook hires ex-GM of Vine, plans new projects. Instagram expands like hiding feature amid concerns. Snapchat overtakes IPO price. Snapchat launches tool to easily create ads. And Snapchat launches campaign to connect friends. Like I said, a lot of Snapchat. So back to our stories. Snapchat works with stars to create originals. 3 weeks ago, Snapchat announced that they will be working with big names like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Serena Williams, Emma Chamberlain, and Kevin Hart to create original shows within its platform. They name it the Creator Shows. The shows will be centered around their creators instead of having a storyline. For example, Schwarzenegger will do motivational talks called Rules of Success, while Chamberlain, who is famous for her comedy on YouTube already, will focus on comedy here in Snapchat. This is actually a good move away from other competitors that are currently working hard to create big budget hits. Instead, Snapchat intends to keep things close to its USP and with bigger names. So a lot of other companies out there, like competitors like Facebook, Amazon, everybody is into this content creation, video creation, TV series, originals kind of thing, right? Even YouTube is doing it.
Yeah, correct.
So what they are hoping is for it to become a big budget hit. A very Game of Thrones style kind of show.
Hopefully it takes off lah.
Yeah, hopefully it takes off and it becomes big and becomes like the show, kind of like the Netflix lah, right? But what Snapchat is doing is a little bit of a round turn, where instead of focusing on directions like this, they take bigger names like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Serena Williams, and they create stories that are a bit more not scripted stories and not reality shows, but a personal thing.
So personal or they are famous for that?
They are famous for those things.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is famous for let's say motivational stuff. So he goes on motivational thing, right? And then there is also this. We would suspect that Serena Williams will be talking a bit on sports.
Okay.
Her story of sports and how to be good at sports. And maybe you get someone who's good at makeup, to do makeup stuff.
Okay.
You know, not reality shows, not scripted stories.
Just that they are famous for and if the market likes them. Like Xia lah. So to say lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they do more of that. But it's specifically for Snapchat only.
I see. So this is how it works is, basically it's just another way around on you. So
yes, another way. Yeah, exactly. When everyone else is doing A, they just do B and
see who takes off better.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see about that.
Very interesting, huh?
Next up, Facebook hires ex-GM of Vine, plans new project. Zuck knows that Facebook and Instagram are already hitting the peak of consumer bell curve, and what would follow is a decline. They just hired ex-general manager of Vine, Jason Toth, to join their experimental division called the NPE team. This team is tasked at building new platforms that Facebook can venture into, where one of them could possibly be TikTok. Toth was with Google before starting Vine, then went back to Google a while after the company was acquired by Twitter. Wow, this guy is big shot.
Yeah, he's good at experimental stuff because when he was with Google the first time round, He was with YouTube to work on more experimental projects.
Okay.
And now he go back to Google and he's also working on more experimental projects as well. And Vine, for those who don't know, Vine was a very famous 6-second video clip maker, where you take 6-second videos. It was during the time when most people, we haven't heard of GIFs and you know, it's kind of like GIFs. It's just 6 seconds, very short, and it became a huge success.
When was it a success? I can't remember.
It was very long ago. I think it was like 2014, 2015, I think.
Everyone was like crazy over it. Before Insta Story.
Yes, before Insta Story. It was a long time before Insta Story.
Yeah.
And I think Snapchat wasn't even a thing then.
So it's a short video clip kind of thing.
It was a very short video clip. They get straight to the point. It's kind of like what memes are now, like longer memes, not like just one second memes.
Half of Insta Story.
Yeah, half of Insta Story. Yes.
Like 15 seconds.
Yeah, and it was a great success until Twitter took it over and they don't know how to apply it into Twitter, and it just became God knows what. Yeah. So there is another big focus here, which is Facebook's NPE team. This NPE team was built to experiment on moonshots. Not called moonshots, but experimental projects that may succeed or fail.
Okay.
So Facebook now knows that Facebook itself and Instagram are in a place where their reach is already maxed out.
Yeah, it's already matured.
It's already matured, and whatever happens after that will be a decline, right? So Facebook needs to be the social media platform for the future generation.
Correct.
Because
something new, like Insta Story, or I don't know what's next.
like for example, Facebook itself was our generation,
right?
And then it became the platform for older generation, for our parents and their parents to connect with family members and friends.
Correct.
Then Instagram was kind of like the second generation social media, the simpler one, focused on visuals, not so much on too much news or anything.
Correct,
very simple. And that is also maturing because that is already being adopted by people. Everybody who use this is already using it.
Yeah,
and then there was
change really.
Yeah, exactly, right? So then there is that younger group, right? That maybe that Generation Z or maybe
the one that's still in high school.
Yeah, the high school group, right? They used to be very big on Snapchat until Instagram stole the whole Insta Story concept, put it in there, and everybody moved into Instagram.
Yeah.
Right? And now there is another younger generation who are stuck on TikTok. The TikTok generation. And Facebook has never been able to reach this group of people. And they need to keep continuing to reach out to the new generation so that they can be relevant to every single generation.
Of the king of social media.
Yeah, to be the king of social media, right? So I think Facebook understands that they haven't been able to reach out to their generation. So they have been testing a lot of stuff. So I think they created this special NPE team and hired, of all people, Jason Topp, which I think is very capable of building experimental apps.
Yeah, he has good credentials.
And they are practically funding this team to actually just keep throwing out new platforms out there and see which one becomes a success.
Okay. Is there a timeline is there a list of projects?
No, there is no list of projects. So I think it's just going to be, they're just going to put it in it's just going to be quiet until it comes out.
Oh, but it's going to be, they will even show a beta version of it.
Maybe they will show a beta version. Maybe they'll release it in limited countries. They will maybe throw something in Sweden, throw something in Australia, New Zealand, to see whether it works or not. If it does work, then they'll continue to roll it elsewhere. If not, then they'll just burn it out and then start a new one. Yeah.
I think based on what this Jason Topp has done, quite sure he will come out with something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Well done, Facebook. Something good finally.
Yep.
Next up.
Something forward thinking, right?
Yeah. It's like finally.
Yeah. Next up, Instagram expands like hiding feature amid concerns. Instagram has been rolling out a new and controversial feature that hides the number of likes from posts. everyone here in this country has got it already, right? We've been getting it for a while now. Since its first batch rollout in a few countries, many influencers and brands have expressed concerns. So their main concern is like, if I can't see the likes, then the brands cannot see how many likes I get per post, because
I thought they can see, just that other people cannot see that.
yes, so other people cannot. That is the key. If a brand goes into their Instagram account, they cannot see the
likes and everything.
The likes.
To see the metrics lah.
Yeah, so they have to, let's say for example, if I'm a if I'm a brand and you are an Instagrammer, right? I cannot just go up to you, audit your Instagram account, and then approach you and say, I would like to sponsor you.
Okay.
So the only way for that to happen is that you need to screenshot all your likes into metrics and then share with me.
That is for personal.
That is for personal.
Instagram or business?
That's for personal. Yeah.
Okay.
Conversely, another way of doing it is every person who wants to be an influencer needs to convert into a business account.
Profile. Yeah.
So they will get the analytics. But the downside of converting into a business profile is you are actually providing more personal details to Instagram.
Correct, yeah.
Personal details that you usually do not provide, like your phone number. You don't provide phone number to create an Instagram account.
Yeah, but you can still type your business account.
Yeah, you can. So it really depends on how well you want to, how much you want to protect your privacy. But let's say if you become an influencer, right, you will want to provide a phone number which brands can connect you with.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
It's natural because you're going towards the next level, which is business really.
Yeah.
It's not personal anymore.
Yeah.
So I think it's normal to provide more personal information.
Yep. So what are people doing now is in order to be able to like summarize all their likes and engagement and everything into one table full of graphs and pie charts, right? They usually convert their account into a business account.
Yeah. Right.
Because if you're a private account, brands cannot outright see your stuff and they cannot approach you. Even if you're a business account, they cannot approach you. So the only difference is that now you as an influencer need to approach the brands.
Correct.
Hey, I am an influencer. I have X amount of followers, and these are my metrics. Instead of a brand going like hunting them down, because usually it's the brands hunting the influencers down.
So it's a one-sided thing.
It's a one-sided thing.
Well, I guess it's just another change really.
Yeah. So that's the thing that is making it difficult for brands to. For brands and influencers to work together, and they feel that they are uncomfortable with this.
Oh, okay. It's a one-sided communication thing.
Yeah. It's just saying that they need to work harder instead of,
it's just one step
to but Instagram, it completely is not fazed by it. They are all these complaints, they don't really care because they are focused on one major thing, which is to move people away from caring about the numbers of likes that they have and these kind of numbers, to actually return to actually appreciating the content for itself.
Yeah, because I think it's just how to say like 400 likes doesn't mean anything. Yeah. A picture could be good, but it doesn't mean that with 20 likes it's a bad picture.
Yeah, exactly. So and then if everybody gets to see the likes, right, it becomes a bit of
it's a subconscious
mentality.
Yeah.
If the picture is not good, but you have 400 over likes, maybe it should be good.
Something like that.
Yeah, but if those things are taken out of context, taken away from your context, right, you are focused on what you think about that post.
Correct. Yeah. More preference.
Yeah. And when I post the post now, I won't post the post hoping that more people will like my post. I don't care because nobody can see anyway.
Correct.
Right. So the better thing to do is just to post whatever you like what we used to do back in Instagram.
Last time Instagram used to be a photo album.
Yeah.
Then because they have this map function
Yes.
So that's why I thought this is a very cool when I go to this country, what kind of photo?
All the photos will be there. Yeah.
So it used to be that.
Then it became something that vanity thing. So the more you look out for posts that gets you more likes.
Yeah. So I'm like, then some people will actually subconsciously get demotivated or depressed because of all this
because of all
Metrics.
this, because of all these metrics.
So
Yeah.
it's not really a
So you're like so bad, you're so good, you get so many, I get so little, and all that kind of stuff. Oh, if this post doesn't get me 100 likes, I will delete the post.
away. So yeah.
So that was what Instagram is hoping to do. They're hoping to return us back to the days when we don't care about the likes. We just post what we like to post because we're actually sharing our lives to our friends. That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
We're creating a photo album.
Yeah, like suka lah.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
like,
You don't like lah. It's not my problem. So what Instagram is doing right now is they're actually rolling this feature out to more countries as of last week, which includes Ireland, Italy, Japan, Brazil, Australia, and New Zealand.
Okay.
And they will continue to do this until possibly hit the entire world. I think this backlash only happens temporarily. After a while, when people get used to it, they can work around it. They will find a way to accept it and move on. At the end of the day,
they are monopolizing it, so the
Yeah.
system can say.
at the end of the day, they decide, right?
Yeah.
It's not the people who decide.
But this one, Malaysia already got it.
God.
I didn't see. Okay, maybe 5 days I switch on for a very long time already. Okay, I'm gonna check it out later. Next up, Snapchat overtakes IPO price. Since its IPO in March last year, Snapchat has had an incredibly hard time convincing the market of its value. They started at $17 on launch and experienced a landslide to around $4.82 last December. The company has been rolling out a slew of new feature and positioning strategies since then, and just last Wednesday hit a high of $17.60. This means Snapchat could finally be on the right growth trajectory. New changes that made this possible were their focus on Android apps, new interesting games like Tiny Royale, and the announcement of original shows.
The fact that this episode of Social Media Weekly has so many Snapchat news, I think proves the fact that Snapchat is doing something right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's very nice to see that they are actually finally hitting above their IPO launch price, and that they are doing apps that they are creating features and functions that actually people want to use.
Snapchat, but I'm too old for Snapchat already. I can never get used to that.
But
Snapchat.
the thing is, a lot of people don't understand this, right? They always find that Snapchat is difficult to use, but if you use Instagram stories a lot, if you use Insta story a lot, right? Snapchat is built on that platform.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just not familiar. And then like I already had Insta story. Why do I need the Snapchat?
Yes, that's the thing. And if you have, what's the purpose of having Snapchat and creating so many stories if nobody is there to see it?
Yeah,
if your friends
are not there.
Your friends are Instagram, so that's where you're gonna go to, right?
Correct. Yeah.
But that said, they do have a lot of big markets. They do have a lot of markets around. They don't have to be the biggest. They just have to have enough users to be substantial. Then I guess that is enough for them.
Yeah, true also. Like, finally, they get to make money out of it.
Exactly. I'm very happy for them actually, because we did say about this before, right? This whole competition thing. And while we don't use it, I think it's good for social media to have a competitor to keep the bigger players in check.
Correct, yeah. Like at least this one plays a small cap one.
Yeah,
Facebook plays a big cap.
Yeah.
So, Facebook don't want to price everything.
Exactly.
Too bad about Libra Coin. Oops. Alright, next up.
Snapchat launches tool to easily create ads. It's a simple step-by-step tool that allows you to add captions, simple layout tweaks, and a call to action. You don't even need to include images or videos because Snapchat will get them directly from your website. This is Snapchat's way of making advertisement creation as easy as possible. Although Facebook has been trying for so long at doing this, it appears that they have lost to Snapchat on this. With this tool, Snapchat hopes to be able to draw in more advertisers into its platform.
Simple to say, how does it work?
It's just like a 3-step thing. Step 1, put captions. Step 2, choose the layout. Step 3, add images. Or don't add images, just add a URL, then you extract all the images in, and bam, you have it ready.
Oh, so it's like, let's say your website has all the pictures and they will just randomly
picture a video, then they will just like select a few, and then you just choose from there and you put it in.
But what if, like, let's say my website has a lot of range and category, and I want to post like...
Let's say for example, if you want to post the one for, let's say for example for our client, right? Plastics. So there are different plastic categories. if your ad is selling chairs, then you go to the link that gives you the specific chair model.
Or just chair model.
Yeah, that chair model, and it goes to that page and it extracts images from that page.
Okay, it's quite convenient.
Yeah, it's very straightforward. It's very simple, very convenient, and this whole thing can be built on an app, on a phone app. You don't need to use a desktop version to actually build it. This is the biggest problem Facebook has always had. Facebook's ad manager is so bad on the mobile. The mobile version is so bad. There's so many things that you cannot do. Like for example, the other day, right, one of our clients asked us, they see a lot of comments that go to their ad, right? But when they go into the ads manager and they click on the link, right, the notification, it doesn't bring them where they want to go. So it breaks down. It's so baffling.
Yeah, Facebook is just too cluttered.
So bad at this. I don't understand why, being a multi-billion-dollar company, that they cannot get a simple thing right. If you provide a link, you need to get the link to go to where I want to go. It's a very simple task. And if you want to create an app on mobile that says you are an ad manager, you need to be able to manage ads properly.
Not be able to manage it, just see ads.
Yeah, you can just see the ads. Like for example, a very simple feature, right? A lot of our clients run ads that are lead generation, but I cannot download leads from a mobile app. I need to go to the desktop version to download the leads. Why not?
It's just an Excel.
Exactly. It's just an Excel sheet. I can download the Excel sheet. I can use my Microsoft Excel on my phone to actually open it on my iPad to, then it works properly. But no, I have to go and dig out my desktop somewhere or laptop somewhere in order to be able to manage it. So it's things like this that Facebook needs to buck up on.
I think Facebook needs to hire Marie Kondo. Right? To simplify
and rebuild the whole.
Say thank you to your system. Alright, next up, Snapchat again. Snapchat launches campaign to connect friends called Real Friends. Snapchat new marketing campaign aims at becoming what Facebook struggles, being personal and private. It was never built for public broadcasting, which is something we are all starting to appreciate in the past 2 years, thanks to Facebook. And the new campaign is built around best friends celebrating their relationships using Snapchat as a private and personal medium. It lets people be honest and unpolished. So to say, like, throwback friendship.
It's a new campaign. It's a new ad campaign. Snapchat has never built a very strong ad campaign before until this one. It's just called Real Friends. It's a series of videos of two friends just talking about how they use Snapchat to communicate with each other. Two friends or a couple in relationship, them and their partners, how they use Snapchat to communicate and how they value the privacy and the personal version. And I like it because it focuses on the real connections made by real people.
Yeah,
instead of Facebook and Instagram, where we try our best to what is it called? To reach out to people we don't even know, right? We try to impress people we don't know with Facebook and Instagram, but Snapchat cuts out all this and focus on real relationships with real friends.
Real social media.
Yes, that is real social media.
Yeah, more personalized.
Yeah, and I saw a few of the videos and I liked it. It's very simple, it's very honest, and it can be ugly sometimes. Ugly in the sense that it's not polished and it's not filtered, but that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be real.
Alright, yeah. I mean, you won't send ugly photos to public, but you will send ugly photos to your friends.
Exactly. Like, hey, I'm in the toilet now. Pooping. I won't show you, but you can hear.
Take a picture of your underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
Those kind of things.
Those kind of things. Yeah.
So these are very personalized memories, I would feel.
Yes.
You can imagine, like, let's say I would reply Insta story to my friends, and then they compile it and then they show it in like one minute.
Yes.
What we talk and everything.
Yeah. Just
quite cool.
Just between you and your friends.
Yeah.
Your year's memory, right?
Yeah, and then what you say, kind of thing, then you're So, and not bad.
Although Instagram also has this, but I think Snapchat is trying to hit on a deeper level of what Instagram and Facebook lacks. Because Instagram and Facebook will always tell you that they value your privacy and your personal information, but they don't. They will always turn around and they will always get caught with their pants down trying to sell our information to someone. right? But Snapchat is not that. Snapchat is really focused on not keeping any of our content, and their focus is solely on telling us you are safe in here. Do what you want, you're safe in here.
But if that's the case, right, how do they throw back? Or do they don't throw back, is it?
They will throw back if you archive the videos. If you don't archive the videos, they disappear. So it's your choice whether or not you want to archive the videos.
Got it. Okay, so will you archive a real friend's video?
Depending. Let's say, for example, if you and your friend are going out and it's something that you want to keep, right? You archive it in the 24 hours, then it will come back. But if you post something that you don't archive, it will never appear again.
Yeah, if it's that much of a value, chances are you will
archive it, yes.
Yeah, the natural behavior.
Yeah, and even if, let's say, you forget to archive it or something, you find that inconvenient, I think it's okay because the privacy part is more important.
Yeah, correct.
Just imagine if you don't archive it and then it comes, hey, 2 years ago you used to have this. Like, dude, where did you get this from?
I thought this is 24 hours only.
Exactly. I thought
it's story.
I know. But Instagram, on the other hand, archives everything. Instagram archives everything you have, whether you want it or not.
Oh my god. Talking about that, I was thinking, right, the next rubbish you're gonna have, it's gonna be digital space, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Everyone's creating nonsense content and pictures.
Yes.
And they're gonna store it in a device or something, right? You're gonna have
like a hard disk. That kind of, like for example, most people Google Photos. If you back up photos, right? Most people's Google Photos is just full of rubbish. Really,
It's just like 20 selfies, 30 selfies.
Yes, exactly. 100 selfies just to get one. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, I lazy want to call it. I just want to leave it there. Because it's unlimited anyway, so who cares?
Correct, yeah. And you read, in somewhat, even in the digital space, right, you still need a hardware to save it, right?
Exactly.
So I think we're gonna have problems next.
Yeah, in the future. So it's either it's other companies like Google build such a good compression software that actually can compress the size of photos and videos down to a very small size with that is able to maintain the full quality, or they're going to start charging us for the extra space.
Yeah, no. I mean, even if they compress, so look at the rubbish we take last.
So much, right? I mean, like 50 photos just for that one, and then we don't delete the other 49.
And this is just one person.
Yeah, just
imagine globally.
Exactly. It's really quite a lot.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have problems with that. Good luck, global warming.
Yep. Good luck, global warming.
Alright,
that's all for this week's social media. We are moving on to this week's Quora Query. SMW Quora Query is a section where we scour Quora for interesting social media or marketing topics, and we give our thoughts. Query of the week this week is 5 best guerrilla marketing tactics we can learn from. Guerrilla marketing is an advertising strategy that employs low budget, unconventional methods and proving incredibly effective. Many people believe that good and viral marketing should require a lot of money, but that isn't actually necessarily true. Some of the most apt guerrilla strategies use really low budget methods, and we list some of the cool ones we think make good case studies.
Cashback! Have you watched Cashback one?
No.
Malaysian one, the Cashback one.
No.
The production is just so low quality, but it's just so good.
What is it about?
You know, like Cashback app? They want to introduce the Cashback.
Yeah.
So literally, like, it's a story of a girl telling the boyfriend, aku stress. Because I shop a lot and everything. And the person said, honey, it's okay because you get cashback through this cashback app. Use it, and they made an MV out of it. And then the girl is actually the guy. She just wear the wig. And they shoot at the same place. Everything's at the same place. Then
like a, it's a low
very
budget ad.
Super low budget ad. So and then it made it happen. So
nice.
I'll show you later.
Okay, interesting. So here are the few anyways that we find are good case studies. Number one is Warby Parker. Warby Parker is actually a glasses company, right? So what they do is when you want to go buy glasses now, right, prescription glasses, what you do is you actually go to a shop, go and select the frames that you want, and then you order the glass and everything, and then you wait for it to make it, right? What Warby Parker does is they actually don't have a shop. They have a website. You select what you want. They will send you the frames without the lenses.
Okay.
They send you the frames and sizes. When you select that one, you send everything back. They will use that frame to make lenses from it, depending on lenses that you want. And of course, in many countries, you can go to an optometrist, an eye doctor.
Eye doctor, okay.
You can go to an eye doctor to get a prescription. For example, meaning that you can go there and measure your eyes, right? And then they will give you a prescription of what you need. You take that one, you send it to Warby Parker, and Warby Parker will make the lens based on that prescription.
Okay. So it's like they diagnose really what you want, the power.
Yes, what is the power? Yes. So what in 2010, the first year this company was founded, Warby Parker wanted to participate in the New York Fashion Week because Warby Parker is also a fashion brand. Yeah, also a fashion brand. But in order to qualify for New York Fashion Week, a company or a brand would need to host either a runway show or a presentation. So you need to host a runway first and a presentation first before you can qualify to participate in New York Fashion Week. And at the time, right, Warby Parker couldn't afford it because they were a very small company, very startup. So they decided to go guerrilla. They filled the New York Library, which is a public space, right, with models wearing their glasses and reading big blue books.
Okay, alright.
And then they invited media to visit the library and take pictures of these models.
Okay, alright.
And that became a presentation. Because the media started to publish it as a presentation of Warby Parker's new, maybe like
new product,
fall winter season range.
Okay. So it's like a unintentional marketing.
It's an indirect presentation without actually booking a place, hiring people, doing all this event management, everything like that.
Correct.
Because a library is free, right? You go in there, you keep quiet, and just take pictures, then done, right? And then because of that, it qualified them for the New York Fashion Week.
Smart.
Yeah.
Quite good, huh?
So they spend next to nothing on that.
Except for hiring the models.
Yeah,
that's all.
Which you're gonna hire anyway, right?
Yeah, except you don't need to run it. You don't need to hire an event manager.
Invite people, do launching, all that kind of stuff. Just get media to take a picture. Yeah.
That's smart, not bad. Right, next up, Nivea. Nivea was launching a new
cellulite
cream and decided to go guerrilla. They placed a number of blue couches around busy malls. These couches had dimples all around one half and completely smoothed out on another, reflecting how effective the cream was supposed to be. So practically, wow.
So you know what cellulite creams are supposed to do, right? Because if you have like stretch marks and everything, you put a cream, then you remove the marks. So they have blue couches, the same blue that Nivea brand has, and one half of the couch has dimples. It's like, you know, some of the leather couch got little dots, right?
Correct.
And the other half is just completely smooth. And then you just put a Nivea cellulite cream there.
And where did I see this before? This kind of app. I don't know who used it before. I think it's like some glass cleaner or something like that one.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it's really
they have been reused before, but it's like compare this to actually launching a massive campaign on a new product, right? If you custom make like maybe 100 couches and put them around at the malls, people can sit on the malls, sit on the couches, so it's not exactly an advertising piece, right? Maybe you pay them all a little bit just to put your brand there, but it's worth a lot less than actually doing a new product activation. It's a lot less work, it's a lot less money as well compared to that.
Yeah.
And it's very effective because people see that, hey, take picture, you know?
Yeah, you just make use of social media nowadays. So people will actually, do something about it. They take picture for free.
Exactly. So, and they will share in their and they will tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and then they'll go and see and take picture and everything.
Yeah.
And then it becomes viral.
Smart media.
Exactly. The next one is Sopranos by HBO. Sopranos is a HBO series that ran between 1999 and 2007 about the life of an Italian-American mobster. Like all mob shows, there would always be a murder a lot of murders, right? And they will always stick the bodies in the hood of the cars. always like that, right? So HBO pulled a controversial but smart guerrilla strategy by placing a hand. It's a doll hand that is sticking out of the hood of New York taxi. So like sticking out behind with a little bit of blood.
Oh, okay.
So then it also has a small sticker that introduced the show. So it's kind of like saying that you have a taxi, then there is this
hand over there.
This dead mobster's hand,
and then put the HBO there.
Then put the name of the show there.
That's Sopranos, like HBO.
So people see like, it's
nothing different.
It captures attention because you have a taxi with a hand sticking out back, right?
Yeah, correct.
And it's an iconic thing that mobsters always do. They kill people and put it back of the car, and then they drive it somewhere and bury the body.
Yeah, tie it in a goodie bag.
Yeah, exactly.
You throw it in the water.
So, you think about this, right? The cost of actually doing this is very, very cheap. A doll hand costs how much? Right?
1 cent.
A sticker costs how much? And if you were to advertise at the back of a taxi, how much would it cost? It would definitely cost, if you advertising on like 100 taxis would probably cost you less than advertising on one advertisement board.
Correct, yeah, true.
But when an advertisement board is so boring, the taxi captures the attention of people.
Yeah, people like
it was this
exactly, right? That kind of thing lah. I think I've seen this before. Something like what is it? What do you call that? You know the like French fries and everything.
Yeah.
They put it. They actually literally put it at like the seesaw. So like they put the French fries a stick.
Yeah.
So at one time McDonald's actually put every single thing that has stick into a French fry.
Oh, okay.
So they just change everything to French fries.
So they use French fries to build everything.
Yeah, correct. So like McDonald's. Like, people see it very
Very
interesting. Then
interesting.
it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
So actually quite smart.
Yeah.
And also like like people like to play prank, especially for ghost movies.
Yeah.
So after the ghost movie, the Ellie,
the ghost will be
somewhere.
Yeah.
These are the
things that also work well. Yeah.
Correct. So yeah, you can try out. Next up, Try It Here by IWC Watches. Maker of premium watches, IWC ran a smart and rather cheap marketing effort by printing their watch design on straps of buses at the airport. When people hold onto the strap, it would seem as if they were wearing the watches around their wrists. This drew immediate attention to the product as if it was being worn by the user. Yeah, I've seen this before.
Right? It's quite cool. It's like you just hold it and then it will be just at your hand where the watch is supposed to be, and like, hey, this watch looks nice on me.
I've seen
that
this
kind of thing.
So yeah, this is also of my research.
And I bet this doesn't cost much also, actually, to be honest.
It's just thinking out of the box. Very. Then they work with like LRT people. Like can I just put temporarily?
Yeah.
I don't mind paying your
exactly. I will pay the cost of changing all your straps and the cost of advertising on the spot, which is probably cheaper than like holding a massive campaign or something. And it gets people talking, because where it starts is when people hold it. Hey, cool, take a picture, share it on their Facebook, share it on Instagram. Exactly. Then it becomes an Instagrammable thing.
Correct. So, yeah. Next up, Gold Toes.
Gold Toes and Bull Underwear. Gold Toes is an American underwear maker that gave guerrilla marketing a new angle. They made an underwear large enough for the Wall Street Bull. You know the Wall Street Bull?
No.
There's a copper bull.
I remember it.
In Wall Street, which is one of the most iconic landmarks in New York City. So they made a huge underwear and they made the bull wear the underwear, because the bull actually have balls on,
Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
The bull had balls. So they make the bull wear the underwear, and that, just by doing that, right, it became an internet sensation for a while when it was on.
But by approval lah.
Yeah, of course by approval, because you need to get
you cannot just wear an underwear on an iconic beauty.
Yeah. But it is quite cool that all you need to do is just to create an underwear
big enough for the
bull to wear, and then everybody would just go over there and take pictures and they go crazy. Yeah, why is the bull wearing underwear?
Not bad, but
quite interesting.
Yeah. Right.
So that's all for this week's query of the week. Well, we we talk about the 5 best guerrilla marketing tactics. So based on these 5, we learned that it does not need to take a lot of money to activate a product and launch a campaign. It's about having the right ideas, and just because digital marketing is where everybody is going, it doesn't mean that you cannot experiment offline and then carry that offline to work with your online together. Yeah, they are both not mutually exclusive. They can work together with each other, and some of the best marketing efforts are the ones that transcend this online offline barriers.
And especially all this online marketing whereby people go out of the box.
Yes.
One is be creative.
Yes.
Like don't use the usual Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads. Like come on.
Yeah.
Be creative.
Some of the best ideas are they don't cost a lot. Of course, in terms of like how much it costs for you to produce it, don't cost a lot. But it does cost a lot to come up with the idea, because the people coming up with the idea are very hard to come by.
Yeah, correct.
So you do need to spend a little bit on hiring the good agency to actually do it for you, to come up with the strategy, the idea to brainstorm these things out. But then what comes after is, if it really becomes a success, people will write it in textbooks.
Yeah, correct. Like it's something new and different.
Yes.
So yeah, and also for business owners, you just need to be daring to take the risk.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
Don't be too not too conventional and too be afraid of.
The Boomway underwear. What if people
Yeah. What if people say this? It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah, it's
some
marketing.
people will like it, some people won't like it. But at the end of the day, people will talk about it.
Yes, correct.
That's
That
what
marketing
matters,
is
right?
still marketing.
Yeah.
Right.
So this week's Social Media Weekly podcast is available on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Our full videos are available on YouTube, and we post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. This is Social Media Weekly, 1st August 2019. My name is Sean.
And I'm JK.
Au revoir.
Bye.